Hello, welcome to Unscheduled Part 2. Sorry, ran out of steam apparently. So I'm taking this from where the video ended this morning to get to it towards the end. And I will do it without captions if you have looked at the captions. Interesting, but bear very little resemblance to what I actually said. So, coming on to lying on your front and on your forearms, bending your knees up, and then swishing your lower legs from side to side like windscreen wipers. Coming back to centre and then bringing your heels towards your buttocks. So kick, kick and straighten. Kick, kick, straighten. And then releasing your feet down, bringing one hand on top of the other, forehead resting on the back of the hands, and then extending your right leg. Keep the front of the pelvis on the mat and circle the leg. And then take it the other way. Release that leg and then lift up the other. And again, 5 circles one way. And then 5 in the opposite direction. And then release your leg down, tuck your toes under, lift your thighs, lift your hips, pelvis down, thighs, knees, tops of feet. And then navel back towards the spine, lift the forehead up and away from the back of the hands and back down. And then coming back down, take your hands outside the mat so your elbows are bent. Your middle fingers are about level with your eyes, forehead down, lift the head, lift the shoulders, and then pushing into the palms, lifting yourself up away from the mat, and then releasing back down. And then next time you come down, take the right hand to the front corner of the mat, bring the left hand back. So your hands are both outside the mat, offset. So forehead down, lift the head, lift the shoulders, pushing into the hands and then turn to look over your left shoulder. Going back to centre and back down. Pushing up, turning to look over the shoulder. Another 2. And then swapping hands, so left hand forward, right hand back. Pushing up, looking over the shoulder. And then from there, taking your right arm forward, turning the palm to face left, forehead on the back of your left hand. Extend your right arm, lift it up by your ear and take it back down. Two more. And then add the left leg, right arm, left leg, and release back down. And then swapping over, right hand underneath the forehead, left arm extended, palm facing right. Stretch that left arm and lift it up. And then stretch the left arm, right leg. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing yourself back, big toes together, knees wide. And either coming down onto your forearms or stacking one fist on top of the other. And then come to lie on your left side. So knees together, arms extended. Take that top hand beyond the bottom one, lift it up towards the ceiling, following it with your eyes. And then semicircle round and back to your start point. Another 2. And then bring that bottom arm underneath the side of your head. Keep the feet together, lift the top knee, resist as you take it back down. And then keep the knees together and lift the top foot. And then from there, alternate heels together with the knee lifted, knees together with the foot lifted. And then bring the knee in towards the chest, circle it out and round. Bring the knees back together, lift the shin parallel to the mat, take it back down. Lift up and push back, bring the knee forward and back down. And then from there, straighten the top leg, lift it up towards the ceiling. And then straighten the legs. Lift the top leg to hip height, take it back, and then bring it forward in a half circle. And then bring your feet back together. And then from there, lift the top leg, kick it forwards, kick it back. Bring the feet back together. Turn the top toes up towards the ceiling, lift the leg to hip height, step it back, lift a bit more, step back, and then pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet back together. And then lift both legs and lower. Lift and lower. And then from there, bottom palm facing down, top hand resting on the top thigh. Lift both legs, lift the head and shoulders, slide towards the feet. And then bring the bottom hand underneath, bottom arm underneath the side of the head. Extend the top leg, lift it up, and bottom leg comes to join it and goes down. So the top leg stays there as you lift and lower the bottom leg. And then release both legs. Lift that top leg again, bottom leg joins it, squeeze and release. Top leg, bottom leg, squeeze, release. And then from there, rolling onto your front, coming onto all fours. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Navel back towards the spine and release. Navel to spine, tail tucking under and release. Navel to spine, tail tucking under, arching the back and release. And then tucking the toes under, walking the hands back towards the knees, slowly unrolling, coming up to standing. Head up last of all, lifting up towards the ceiling, over to one side, keeping the circle going. And then taking it the other way. Interlinking the fingers, lift up, over to one side, over to the other, and release. Thank you, ladies. That was interesting. Hopefully next week we will get a full session.